Under a sky heavy with snow, a French village lies in ruins, the desolation echoing in the wind's mournful whistle. The ghostly silence of the night is broken only by the wind. Each snowflake adds another layer to the blanket of sorrow. The village stands as a haunting reminder. The wind whispers through broken windows. The desolate scene evokes a haunting sense of loss. In the skeletal remains of a farmhouse, Private Eli Mercer keeps watch, his rifle a silent promise in the night. The silver glow of the moon paints dust motes in a spectral dance as Corporal Jensen's question cuts through the silence. "Why do you think we're still here?" Eli's gaze softens, a distant echo in his eyes as he replies, "Maybe to remind someone this place mattered once." The farmhouse stands as a silent sentinel, its broken walls whispering tales of a forgotten past under the watchful moonlight. Eli stands at the farmhouse fence, his breath clouding the frigid night air. Just beyond the fence, a frozen German soldier stands motionless against a tree, a ghostly figure in the darkness. The soldier's frozen gaze seems to pierce the night, a silent sentinel of war's desolation. Eli stares at the frozen soldier, the stark reminder of the brutal conflict chilling him to the bone. The frozen soldier remains a silent testament to the war's enduring horror, a grim specter in the desolate landscape. A bleak winter landscape stretches out, the silence broken only by the crunch of snow underfoot. Eli's keen eyes spot a subtle movement in the distance, a flicker of life against the monochrome backdrop. The indistinct shape sharpens into focus, and Eli's grip tightens on his rifle. His finger hovers over the trigger, ready to respond to whatever threat or opportunity presents itself. A figure plummets to the ground outside the farmhouse fence. It is revealed to be a child, fragile and small. The child appears no more than 10 years old. The child is thin and frail. In a daring escape, Eli bursts from the window, rifle in hand, driven by a desperate urgency. He sprints with fierce determination toward the girl at the fence, a race against time. Jensen's voice pierces the air with a desperate cry. "What are you doing, Mercer?" Eli, undeterred, continues his headlong rush towards the fence. The girl at the fence watches, her expression mirroring the escalating tension of the moment. Eli sprints toward the farmhouse fence, a beacon of hope in his desperate race against time. He finds her clinging to life, a red ribbon clutched tightly in her small hand. With infinite tenderness, Eli gathers the fragile girl into his arms. He lifts her gently. He cradles her close, a silent promise of protection and love. Inside the collapsed farmhouse, Eli carefully carries the girl towards a tattered blanket. He gently lays her on the blanket, her small form stark against the dusty floor. Jensen watches, his hard glare cutting through the dim light, jaw clenched. Jensen's suspicion hangs heavy in the air. She could be bait. Eli counters Jensen, his voice soft yet firm. She's not. She's just alone. Inside the collapsed farmhouse, squad members gather, seeking warmth against the encroaching cold. Snow melts slowly over the fire, casting dancing shadows that flicker across their weary faces. The soldiers gently warm the girl's pale hands, her silence a heavy weight in the air. A subtle flicker of gratitude briefly illuminates her eyes, a silent acknowledgement of their kindness. Days blur into a silent continuum inside the collapsed farmhouse. The girl's guarded eyes begin to reflect a subtle shift, a budding trust for Eli. She observes Eli, her expression softening with tentative curiosity. In the quiet decay, a fragile bond begins to take root between them. Days after the collapse, the squad receives orders to retreat, leaving behind the shattered remains of the farmhouse. Dust motes dance in the faint sunlight, illuminating the desolation within the farmhouse. Amidst the chaos, the girl offers Eli a tentative smile, a fragile curve of hope. Eli returns the girl's smile, a flicker of warmth in the cold, ruined space. The squad prepares to depart, leaving the farmhouse to the silence and dust. The girl watches the squad leave, her small smile fading as they disappear into the distance. Against the serene backdrop of the French countryside, A squad of weary soldiers begins their march, the weight of battles past etched on their faces. Their grim procession is marked by an unusual burden, a girl, small and fragile, carried among them. The ruined village recedes into the distance, a haunting reminder of the conflict they leave behind. Each step they take echoes the silent promise of protection they offer to their innocent charge. The vast fields of France stretch before them, a path to an uncertain future, yet their resolve remains unbroken. The sun casts long shadows as they advance, each soldier a guardian against the fading light of innocence. Years drift by. An old man, Eli, finds himself before a Parisian bookstore. Sunlight warms the storefront. Eli pauses, a silent observer of time's relentless march. He leans heavily on his cane, a shadow of his former self. A faint smile touches his lips. Memories flicker. The bookstore awaits, a portal to stories untold. Eli takes a deep breath, ready to step back into the narrative. A cozy Parisian bookstore welcomes visitors with sun-drenched warmth and the quiet rustle of pages. A woman sits, surrounded by her books, ready to share her story. Sunlight dances through the air, illuminating every corner of the charming bookstore. She smiles warmly, connecting with readers through the power of her words. Each signed copy carries a piece of her heart. Bound in The Girl in the Red Ribbon. Sunlight bathes the Paris bookstore as a woman wanders among the towering shelves. Lost in the world of literature, she pauses, a soft smile gracing her lips as she recognizes Eli. Her eyes light up, a beacon of recognition shining through the quiet bookstore. The warm sunlight reflects the joy on her face as she prepares to greet him. A familiar face emerges from the aisles, and her heart leaps with unspoken delight. The bookstore transforms into a stage for an unexpected reunion, bathed in the golden glow of a Parisian day. In the heart of Paris, a woman stands before Eli, her posture conveying respect and formality. Her hand rises in a precise salute, a gesture laden with shared history. Eli responds in kind, his answering salute a silent echo of their past connection. The air between them vibrates with unspoken words, a testament to the enduring impact of a simple act of kindness. A silent acknowledgement passes between them, bridging the years with a shared understanding. The bookstore fades into the background as their silent exchange speaks volumes about loyalty and gratitude.